The Sir Eric Mathew Gairy statue will be officially unveiled on Friday at the entrance of the Botanical Gardens in Tantine, St. George. The occasion will also see the renaming of the compound to Sir Eric Gairy Botanical Gardens. The initiative, which started about 2 years ago, was commandeered by then-Senator Brenda Hood, Minister of Culture and Heritage. Mrs. Hood, who is now the advisor to the Minister of Culture, contracted Maria McClafferty, an artist, and the process began. The statue was made in a foundry in China and is done in bronze and stainless steel.
He is a father of independence. He was the first prime minister of the country. And in his time, he did a lot for the country. And therefore, we have to recognize the contributions that he has made. You look at all of the roundabouts that we have here in the island. He was responsible for it. And, you know, he did a lot in terms of the farm, the people working on the farms and stuff like that, estate workers, making sure that they were paid reasonably well. And, you know, even in the banking system, a lot of dark-skinned people like us was not allowed to go to the bank to work. It was because of his intervention. So many of us and relatives and friends were able to work in the bank. So these are things that we would recognize and we should give credit to, and in particular, our young people should know about it.
The statue is placed at the entrance of the Botanical Gardens, and Mrs. Hood says this is to ensure its visibility to everyone who passes in the area.
It was about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when Dr. Mitchell had renamed the Botanical Gardens Sir Eric Mathew Botanical Gardens. And we felt at the Ministry of Culture that we should see what we can do to you know, erect a statue. Ideally would be going forward down the road that we can call it the Sir Eric Mathew Gairy Gardens, Botanical Gardens, and Heroes Park. So then there are so many persons who have contributed towards the development of a country.
One visitor to the Botanical Gardens on Wednesday morning, Ralph Tellisford, praised the initiative and says it has been a long time coming.
Well, it's one of the very fantastic things they could ever think of, because he deserves it. Because he's a man who had took out slavery from our back. He made us know all other things. He bring Expo for Grenada, Mr. Wall, and many other things they do for this country. But it's not recognized he was a great man. Well, no, he was a great man from both. He's a great man.
The unveiling of the statue by Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, Prime Minister, will take place following a short ceremony at 4 p.m. on Friday. According to the organizers, the ceremony will consist of a number of speeches, a short video on the making of the statue, as well as cultural performances. Blossom Alexis Welsh, GBN News.